Welcome back to Today in Rocket Science. I'm Adam Balkin. Urban areas across the globe are continually looking for new and innovative ways to preserve their green spaces. So that's exactly what some young green thumbs in New York plan on doing this summer as part of the Nature Conservancy's LEAF program.
One of the things that this program is ensuring is that our trees are healthy enough.
These college students, all native New Yorkers, are doing serious science to protect these native trees from invasive species.
The main one that we're looking at is the Asian longhorn beetle. And what that does is it takes these 13 host trees and it basically wipes them out. There's been areas throughout the United States that have been devastated, and that means that all the trees have been lost.
It's part of the Nature Conservancy's LEAF program, a summer internship that gives students from urban areas a chance to experience nature outside of their city. And this was the first time the students worked within one of those cities. The young naturalists we caught up with in Brooklyn all worked with LEAF in high school and are returning to the program in college. They're doing their part to help protect New York's native tree species, but organizers say it's not just the trees who benefit.
It is a mutual benefit to both the youth and the trees. They're given an opportunity to have a job and to learn the skills of a conservationist.
The Nature Conservancy program is in 11 cities across the country, including Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and Chicago. But LEAF students aren't the only ones going green. In another New York neighborhood, students just a few years younger were wrapping up a year's worth of work studying their natural environment. What's got these middle schoolers so excited? Science experiments demonstrated by Queens college students, and the younger STEM enthusiasts got to demonstrate their projects too.
We wanted to have more experience instead of just looking at a textbook.
It's part of a program called Into the Woods that aims to fight that deficit by offering environmental literacy workshops to teachers in the hopes they then incorporate that knowledge and material into their curriculum. It may be trees in Brooklyn, but across the harbor on Staten Island, students are branching out and exploring a number of outdoor activities, all with the purpose of gaining a greater understanding of the forces affecting their immediate environment. Amanda Farinacci goes along for the trek.
At first glance, this algae-covered water doesn't look very appealing, but a closer look at a sample of the water yields important information about what's going on in the environment. The water test is one of several field studies conducted by students participating in the New York City Minority Youth Environmental Training Institute. Students won scholarships from the National Hispanic Environmental Council, a think tank that works to ensure that Latinos have a voice at the environmental decision-making table. The 8-day intensive program is based out of Wagner College, but participants spent much of their time outdoors getting their hands dirty.
We learn about things that is not in curriculum and like most teachers or schools or even institutions don't teach about.
Using a STEM curriculum, students conducted air, soil, and water tests with professional-grade science equipment. The information is recorded and analyzed. The program helps paint a realistic picture of a career in science and the environment. The 8-day intensive program is based out of a local college, but participants spent much of their time outdoors getting their hands dirty.
Part of our role is to show them, that this is science. Science can be fun.
The idea seems to be working for at least one program participant who's debating a pre-med or environmental science major.
I'll take this program as a way to see if this is really the career for me.
For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Amanda Farinacci.
All right, so we've talked a lot about conservation and the importance of educating ourselves about nature, but what about taking that environmental consciousness and earning some serious cash?
These researchers at Ford Motor Company are going green and even using green to do it. That's right, using money to make plastic. At the Sustainable Materials Research Lab in Dearborn, Michigan, these scientists take different types of renewable materials and try to find new ways to incorporate them into plastics that go into vehicles.
It's kind of wacky. We're looking at many different crops and portions of crops that are currently don't have any uses, like soy meal, soybeans, even currency. So U.S. currency, once it's retired, and we replace the traditional fillers like glass fibers with something like a currency filler. And we try to meet all of the performance and durability requirements before we put it in the car.
While most of these materials are being tested on the small scale, if you own a Ford vehicle built after 2008, you're experiencing the fruits, if not the vegetables, of the team's successes every day.
Every Ford vehicle that you purchase now in North America has soy-based foam in the seat cushions and backs. We have 85% of the headrests converted to soy-based foam, and we have a total of about 31,000 soybeans, 251 soybeans on a typical Ford vehicle. So it's been very, very successful. It reduces CO2 emissions by about 20 million pounds each and every year that we continue to use soy foam.
The team has done its research using excess biomaterials, meaning that none of the products in use for research takes away from the food supply or other needs.
Wheat straw, currency. The long term, we'd like to replace the plastic itself with a renewable-based plastic. And so we need to be creative as scientists and come up with solutions so that this material will meet all the performance requirements. But the dream is to take all the plastics made from renewable resources, combine them with the natural fibers, and actually produce composite components all over the vehicle that are from plants.
And while Debbie and her team are paving the way for renewable plastics in the automotive industry, she says it's still an open road for young people interested in renewable materials.
I think if you're interested in sustainability, in recycling, in making the planet better for everyone, that this is going to be a whole new arena, keeping the water pure, keeping the materials on cars, on planes, in home goods healthier for the people that are using them.
For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Tara Lynn Wagner.
All right, we have to stop here for one more quick break. Then, coming up, it's straight out of science fiction. The students show off their high-tech creations and their Iron Man aspirations. And it's the place where Ford tests all its vehicles. But where are the drivers? The big reveal coming up. To find more hands-on science, technology, engineering, and math opportunities in your community, visit connectamillionminds.com during the break.